Okay, this is a test to see if this will work. So when graphing this, the first thing you have to do is take out the GCF of 2 on the inside. So rewrite the equation. And then before we make a sketch of one cycle, let's list all the important information. In this equation, the amplitude is 2, the frequency is also 2, which tells us that the period is pi. We have a phase shift to the left, pi over 4. Our vertical shift up 1. And the range of the graph. Well, the amplitude stretches it from -2 to 2, and the vertical shift would then make it go from -1 to 3. Okay. Since we're sketching sine, if I look at one cycle of the sine curve off to the side, the start is going to occur at -pi over 4. Okay, and then again, if I think about where the wrap line is, sine's going to occur right in the middle of this range at +1. Okay. Before I find the endpoint, to figure out the x value of the endpoint, you take where we started, and you add on 1 period of pi to make a common denominator. We get that the end is at 3 pi over 4. Okay, so the end is 3 pi over 4, comma 1. And the midpoint of this interval would be pi over 4, comma 1. So if I come back up to the graph here, I can go ahead and create a set of axes. Do my best to create some good axes here. Okay, that should be good. So I would start by maybe getting that wrap line at y equals 1 in here. You don't have to draw this, but it helps to do so. That's the line we're wrapping around. And we have to just find some sort of scale on the x-axis here. So I'm going to call every 2 spaces pi over 4. Okay, so that makes this pi over 4. This would be 2 pi over 4, and then we end at 3 pi over 4. Okay, so sine we know starts on the wrap line, ends on the wrap line. The midpoint's on the wrap line. So at the in-between values, in between the start and the middle, we have to go up to the highest end of the range, which in this case is 3. And then in between the middle and the end, we have to go to the lowest point in the range, which is -1. Therefore, one cycle of this particular sine curve would look like the following. And that is today's warm-up.